Overall, our revenue for the financial year 2022 was 3,923,000,000 compared to last year where 2021 where we got 2 billion. That was a very excellent performance, I can say, in our revenue. And then our expenses, we also see that when we look at our budget, we had budgeted at least to get a surplus of about 87 million, but we can see our surplus is 173 million, which is way beyond what we had budgeted. That is really a very good performance. I can give a thanks to our ED and all of us here for supporting the Federation and for paying in your membership, and also for those ladies who have come in to train with us.
We have had a good year despite it being very challenging with COVID, Ebola, inflationary pressures, all manner of challenges, but we are extremely grateful for the support that you offered to us. Secondly, I just want to thank the government. The minister will join us later on here, but we have had a very good working relationship with the government. Working with the ministry responsible for labor, but also other ministries like finance, like health, education. We have had excellent working relationships. So we are extremely grateful. But above all else, we are also grateful to the President himself, the Office of the President. Through the Presidential CEO Forum, we were able to meet the President twice last year in June. Special appreciation to each organization present here, but even those who are not here with us, for the resilience you showed. The past 2 years have been very difficult, not just locally, but globally as well for businesses and all employers. And to see you in this room is a result of that very high level of resilience.
Welcome our chairperson to make some remarks. After, he'll welcome the minister. Thank you so much.
Of Labor, Gender and Social Development, the representative of NOTO, that's the Secretary General, the Director of IRO, Honorable Minister, we also have Honorable Segona. I want to thank our partners, and Honorable Minister, allow me to go through them in detail, especially the Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development, for working with the Federation, for supporting the Federation to do its work. The National Organization of Trade Unions, NOTU, which is represented by the Secretary General, you are welcome very much. The new Secretary General, thank you very much for coming and the kind words you have given us. The Central Organization of Free Trade Unions, COFTU, for their continuous collaboration and support. And that is the tripartite arrangement with government and also with workers. At the center of this, if you draw the three circles, they have a point of intersection. And that point of intersection is labor and productivity. There is, of course, always a big fight between labor welfare and productivity. Most people, most workers...
We are meeting here today against the backdrop of what has already been stated by the chair, of a fragile and uncertain recovery of the global labor markets. And of course, for me, when I'm here, I'm looking at the labor market, which is both the employers and the employees. I want a living wage for workers. Those are two different things. A living wage should be something that you present to your worker and will cater for that worker's accommodation, transport, health, and be able to support his or her daily earnings like school fees, requirements, and others. So I want you to think through that. How do we provide security of work? How do we address issues of low payment? Can we learn from each other? I'm sure within you there are organizations that are paying something reasonable. Can we, as federation, sit together and have a peer-to-peer learning? How do we strengthen the framework supporting cooperation and dialogue between the government and workers and employers' organization? We need a framework where we sit together, not in an AGM, but in a situation where we are going to say, as government, this is what we think. And you, the employers and the workers, come up with some issues that can have a compromise. How do we address them?
Mr. Mwambu Wadolo from Torre Cement. As Mr. George Masuba from Partners for Children Worldwide prepare.
And for Appendix 1 of our Constitution and the voting guidelines, members were notified in time that the following positions shall be filled at this AGM, which is the 44th annual general meeting. Today, Friday, the 24th day of March, 2023, at Hotel Africana. So the following positions are vacant and are ready to be filled. For now, position of chairman of the federation. Second is the vice chairperson. We need one person for each of those. Members to the governing council, the gold category, we need 2. Members of the silver category, we need 1 person. Members of the bronze category, 1 person. And finally, copper category, 2 persons. So to declare Engineer Dr. Silva Mugisha re-elected as chairman.
So we continue to welcome you and appreciate you for being here with us. I would also like to tell you that we have companies that have supported us. We'd like to take a few seconds to recognize them. Kinyara, Airtel, PEPS, Excrolite, UNOC, Marasa Africa for accommodation, National Water, Smart Applications, Cavendish University, as well as Tata, and then PAM if you need any business knowledge.